Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, I got another one coming. Nope. Ah, Brr. The sneeze is gone. Hey, everybody. But the pirate's back. What do you Oh, and Joanne says, bless you, and Mikey says, gazoon tight. Hey, Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. That's it. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, busy day today. I had a meeting in the morning. The first in the morning, I had a little bit of a video meeting, and then I had well, not a little bit of a video meeting. We had a bunch of comedians get together, and then we were talking about the business and things like that. Justin says hi, Miss Christie.
Hello.
And then I went and I had another video meeting with somebody, Anita, my friend Anita, who is who is an author and is going to get me give me advice on how to get my kids' book published. I'm quite excited about that. We'll see how that works out. And then I had a meeting with Anders, my buddy Anders, the magician, and I went and saw his studio today, and that's where I'll be broadcasting some of my stuff from. Excellent. So that worked out really good. A really good day. And then I needed a nap for no reason because I was talking. That can't be right. I was telling Dave that if I had a nap, if I needed a nap because I talked too much, every hour on the hour I'd have to have a nap. and that would be the only time I was ever quiet. Sometimes. Barb says hi, Miss Christie as well. Even then. There you go. Let's read a couple of books, shall we? Let's read a couple of books. I found this book in a box of stuff that Dave and Sam and I went and got. It's called Don't Wake the Bear. I don't remember getting this book, but I'm pretty happy we got it. It's kind of a neat book. And we got this from we got this one from the MCC store. Excellent. So if you want good books, and then you can go if you want to get books and you want older books. I forgot what I was going to say. Go to the thrift stores. You can go to the thrift stores and find some books and things like that. And but if you're going to buy new books, please buy them locally here as well, because it's important to support businesses, right? That's it. Like my buddy Mike's store. My buddy Mike's store is just up the way there. If you like cool antiques and collectibles and things like that, his store is jam-packed. It's I'm afraid to turn around. There's so much stuff in Mike's store. I just walk in like this. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Lots of stuff. Really great stuff. Neat stuff. I remember one time I said to Mike, I said, well, how long has that neon sign been there? And he goes, I don't know, dozen years or something like that. I was like, I'd never seen it before. It was a giant, great big neon sign. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess you should pay more attention. And I don't mean it was it was like a massive neon, and it was on. So, there you go. There you go. Don't wake the bear. There we go. And don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. That's a way of waking it up, I suppose. Justin says that's cool. I can't wait to read your kids' book. Oh, I'm excited to. It's not happening for quite. Apparently, it takes a long time to get a book published. If it doesn't work, I'll publish it myself. There you go. Let's read Don't Wake the Bear, shall we? There we go. This is a giant book that's falling apart, so I have to hold it. This book is from. Oh, this book's only from. I thought it was a lot older because it's falling apart. It is a book from. Written by Steve Smallman, and Carolyn Pedler is the author, and it's from 2010. But it's a very well read book, and it's from Cartwheel Books. Wow, Cartwheel Books. There you go. Anything with a wheel in it, I like. Oh, it looks like it's a rhyming book. This is gonna be fun. It was a spring party day, the best day of the year. So why were the animals trembling with fear? They heard a growling noises and crept up to see a huge bear asleep in the old hollow tree. I don't know if there are new hollow trees. Right? I think most hollow trees will be old. That's what I'm saying. Don't judge a book by its cover. Not even close. Never do that. Oh no, they all cried. Our party's today. How can we get ready with him in the way? Oh, wake him up, said a little brown hare. No, they whispered. Please, don't wake the bear. Don't wake the bear. Don't wake the bear. None of you. Wake the bear. That's crazy. Bears, said the badger, are enormous and hairy. If you wake them up, they'll get angry and scary. We still have our party, though, if we take care. Be quiet as mice, so we don't wake the bear.
It would be interesting to have a party where the challenge was to be quiet.
Yeah. We have to have a very quiet party. Surprise. I think that would be creepier, right? If you walked into a house and it was all quiet and everybody just went, surprise. I'd be like freaked right out. I'd be like, oh my goodness. So they tippy-toed off without making a peep to get party things ready while the bear was asleep. The ants carried wibbling, wobbling stacks of dishes and saucers and cups on their backs. And the uncles sat around and did nothing. Badger brought in a huge yummy dessert, and he tripped and he fell and then went splat in the dirt. The bear stretched and grumbled, which gave them a scare. Shh, they all whispered, please, don't wake the bear. The lanterns were carefully hung in the trees. The mice tied up ribbons that danced in the breeze. They brought the very last blueberry tart, and their party was almost ready to start. I love blueberry tarts. Do you like blueberry tarts?
Yeah, they're okay. They're not my favorite.
What's your favorite kind of tart?
Raisin.
Raisin tarts?
Yeah.
I like butter tarts. I like mincemeat tarts. Nobody else in the house likes mincemeat tarts. I like mincemeat tarts.
I like mincemeat as well.
Oh, do you like mincemeat as well? Oh, I just eat them so fast I don't notice that you're taking them.
Correct.
If I have mincemeat in the house, I have to be like, yo, no, you need a strobe light to see my arms eat so fast.
Machine at that point.
That's it. Nope, so this page is stuck. There we go. Maybe it's blueberry tarts. Then the hare cried, there's only one thing left to do. And he grabbed a balloon, and he blew, and he blew. And he blew, and he blew, till the others cried, stop! If it gets any bigger, it's going to... pop. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I should have waited.
Yeah. Butter tarts. Yeah, I love butter tarts. I did a show for butter tarts one time. The bear stretched and he groaned, and they all held their breath. His eyes flickered open and scared them to death. Run, run, and hide, they all cried in despair. Now we're in trouble. We've woken the bear. Who dares wake me up? Growled the bear angrily. Hare said in a small, shaky voice, it was me. Our party was going to start very soon. I was trying to help, but it popped my balloon. Can you see that? There we go. The light's reflecting off it a little odd. Here, try that. Whoop. A party, cried the bear with a grin. Could it be? A big surprise party, especially for me? Oh, thank you for waking me up, my little bunny. I'll come to your party, and I'll bring some honey. As I just banged myself in the face with a book. Did you see that?
No.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yes, that was me going... Calm down. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what it looked like from the front, but it was hilarious from the side.
Even though the bear was enormous and hairy, they found he was great fun and not one bit scary. He danced and he partied with everyone there, And they all cheered, "Hooray for our new friend, the bear."
You had
What were you doing?
one of your beard hairs was like in your mouth,
Oh.
wiggling as you were talking.
Well, here's the reason I hit myself in the face with the book, is because this page here is wonky, right? It's wonky. Plus, there's a space here, so when I held it open, I was holding it and it went bing, 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 bing. So that's it. Well, there you go. So, what do we learn from that book? Well, we learned that Taz cannot hold on to a book with one hand and not smack himself in the face, and that I often will eat my looks like I comb this with a cat, hey?
So, is it your plan to grow it out long enough to become a scarf?
I want it to be. Hey, we're not talking about my beard. We're talking about the lessons there. You listen.
You were talking about your beard.
I know. It's just it looks like this is fake and it's tied around behind my neck. I'm growing it to hide my chins and do this. Anyways, what did we learn from the book? Well, the book. Everybody was afraid to wake up the bear because they thought, oh, he's big and scary, right? And big scary bear. It turns out that he just was like, well, first of all, I thought the party was for him. So bear's very self-centered. And the other one was that it turned out that he wasn't very scary at all, that he was a good dancing and was a good dancer and had some fun and was just a good new friend. So that's it. And the lesson is you need a puppy. Yes, Barb, that's 100% right, is that I need a puppy.
No.
I need a puppy.
I think the lesson is if you go for a walk in the woods, carry a cupcake with a candle in it.
That's
and
it.
if you accidentally come across a bear, you can pretend you were having a party for it.
Yeah.
And you just...
That's probably some of the worst advice I've ever had. That's probably like I love you to bits. But here's bear safety with Miss Christie. If you're ever going to go where the bears are, please make sure that you carry along a cupcake with a candle in it. And then if the bear goes, you're ready to happy birthday to you. And the bear's like, oh, thank you very much. I didn't know the party was for me. That's not what's going to happen. The bear will eat you and then eat the cupcake for dessert. I think that's what's going to happen. So, do not take anti-bear advice from Ms. Christie. That's what I'm saying right there. Like, what do you do for a werewolf? Where's your ball? Go get your ball, right? Let's read another book. Well, the best part is I'm sitting on all the pillows.
Yeah.
I'll put this pillow behind me so they don't get into the side of my noggin. Here's another book called The Bully from the Black Lagoon. And this is a whole series of books. The art teacher from the Black Lagoon, and the class from the Black Lagoon, and the librarian. Lots of from the Black Lagoon. So this one is called The Bully from the Black Lagoon. And Mike Thaler is the artist from this, a Scholastic book. And it's pictures by Jared Lee. My goal is to get a book published by Scholastic Books. Either that or I'll just write Scholastic at the bottom of the book. There we go. There's a new kid in our school. His name is Butch Pounder. And he's supposed to be a terrible bully. Look at the dog, right? Even the dog's like, you see that? The dog's like, good luck. I haven't seen him yet, but I heard he's almost as big as Coach Kong. What a great name for a coach. Hey, Coach Kong. Yeah. At his old school, he was on the football team. In fact, he was the football team. Right? Crunch time. Get out of the way. Help me. I don't feel so good. In fact, he was the football team. Oh, do you see how things are getting blown out of proportion already? I do like the fact that he there's a picture of Coach Kong right here. Hey, everybody do push-ups. He was sent to the principal's office so often, he had his own desk there. Okay, down, boy. They say he transformed from state pen. Oh, so there you go. That just happened. My brain saw part of a word and then just let it, into whatever word it was. That's part of my dyslexia. Now, dyslexia, for those of you that don't know and have not seen me read before, it means that sometimes the words will come into the my eyes, and then by the time it gets through to my brain and my mouth, it's changed. So I said transformed, and it's not the word; it's the word's transferred. So let's try again. And I used to be incredibly shy about reading because my dyslexia. Sometimes the more excited I get, it's like my attention deficit disorder as well. The more excited I get, the more exacerbates it. Exacerbate means makes it worse, right? It makes it a little bit harder to concentrate on things. But they say he transferred from the state pen and has a record a mile long. I wonder why nobody's ever started a record company called Mile Long Records. Or Sing-Along Records. Rumor has it that he beat up every single kid in his old school twice and ate the teacher's pet. Oh, I don't like that very much. Now you're hearing his tummy. Do you have a butterfly in your tummy? I have a pit bull. I don't want to get beaten up, not even once. I should have stayed at home, is what he's thinking. Oh. I think he's just like in his head, he's making this way bigger. He hasn't even met this guy yet.
That's kind of how it goes a lot of the time, right?
Well, a lot of the times, yeah.
Worried about something, it's always bigger because of your worries.
Well, when you worry about something, it almost like it acts like a magnifying glass and makes it bigger and bigger and bigger, and then pretty soon it's like you can feel so there's so much anxiety and anxiousness, and you all of a sudden it's just so much you can't handle it. Meanwhile, it's not. It's well, the other day I was supposed to do that little assignment, and I put it off for 3 weeks, and it took me 12 minutes to do. Right.
What is that thing that you always say about anxiety? Something about excitement.
Yeah, if you change, so what I try very often is to change the word I'm feeling anxious or scared into I'm feeling excited. And that often works, right? It often works. Today I was anxious about doing that show for Scotty Porteous there, where I was answering questions from other comedians about how to be a comedian and how to be successful. And I was anxious and I almost didn't want to do it. And then I just changed it to excited, and it turned out it was lots of fun. Anyways, back to the story. I see it now. In art class, he'll take all the crayons. Give him back, you big bully. May I have some, sir? There's a red one. That's a very random thing to say. There's a red one. I'll show you, red pal. In the library, he'll take all the books. What you were saying there? The shelves are empty. I'm telling Miss Beamster.
Now, I wonder if he's at least reading them, if he's taking them.
Well, this is just him. This is just him pretending in his head what's happening. This isn't actually happening. In the cafeteria, he'll take our lunch money and eat all the food. Like this. Pay up, you big bully. You big bully. He'll just get bigger and bigger. Please let us pass. Look at the tree's like, hey. At recess, he'll put all the little kids into orbit by sitting on the seesaw. Blast off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it's a funnier image in my head than it is in the book.
In the picture, yeah. Then he'll kick us in kickball and sock us in soccer. And then he'll use us for bases in baseball. After recess, we'll have to be resuscitated. Oh, resuscitated.
It was a total Tazzy pun.
That's a pun. Shall pun till death is another day. At our school, he'll dance. Oh, sorry, I wanted to do it again. At our school dance, he'll be the punch. Care for a refill? Buzz off. These are totally my kind of jokes. At our school carnival, he'll be the carnivore. Run! It kind of looks like the Never-Ending Story creature. Not Never-Ending Story. What's that? Oh, Gruffalo. We'll spend half our time in the nurse's office and the other half hiding in our lockers. Broken arm, broken leg, broken heart. The teacher's gonna be like, look at this, the teacher's like, or the nurse is like, take a number. You have to take a number, please. Please just take a number. Oh, just sit down, take a number. You've been bullied? Okay, that's all. Take a number. Thank you.
I wonder how he breaks hearts.
On the school bus, he'll take up all the seats and we'll just stand with our crutches in the aisle. See, now it's becoming, more and more. Then he'll get off at my stop, follow me home, and eat my snack. What will I do? I'm too scared to look behind me. This is turning out to be a very scary book. Whoa. I can lift weights and learn karate and Hong Kong Fui, which will make my hands into lethal weapons. Hee-yah! Carrot tea. I don't think I'd like a carrot tea. Carrot cake. Miss Christie.
What?
Could we have a puppy?
No.
Then can you make the carrot cake instead?
No.
How about a carrot cake eating puppy? That's what we want. I'll take Tailspin to school and he'll lick him.
Yuck. Ugh. Gross. Doggy germs.
Or I could wear a suit of armor. Hi, Hubie. Hubie. Hello, Hubie. Hello. With my luck, he'll sit right behind me in class, and then he'll push and he'll poke and he'll pinch me all day. And if I tell Miss Green, he'll ram and slam and jam and bam me after school. Ouch! What's wrong with you? I know what I'll do. I'll practice running. I'll become so fast you'll never catch me. I'll start now. I run down the hall, turn the corner, and wham! Uh-oh. I bump right into Butch Pounder. He is so big. I bounce right off of him, and he picks me up with one hand. Uh-oh. He runs right into the thing he's afraid of, Christy. Miss Christy, and bounces right off him, and Butch Pounder picks him up with one hand. Hi, my name is Butch, he smiles. I just transferred from the state of Pennsylvania, and I'm new to the school. My name's Hubie. I grin. I'm old in school. I'm lost, he sighs. Do you know where Miss Green's class is? Oh, I sure do, I answer. Follow me. By the way, Butch, do you really have a record? Yeah, I have lots of records, he smiles. And a record player. Cool. Can I hear them sometime? Sure, Hubie, if you promise not to run into me anymore. He laughs. Deal, I smile as we walk down the hall, shaking hands. Well, that was all he was all worried about stuff, and it turns out the fellow was a nice person.
No
right?
bully there.
No bully at all. The exact opposite. Hi, I'm lost. Can you help me? Wow. What?
Yeah, big does not automatically mean you're a bully.
No, big does not always automatically mean you're a bully, and also the whole idea that he was listening to rumors, right? And rumors aren't always not very accurate at all. To be honest with you, sometimes they're not very accurate. There's sometimes rumors, I think, aren't always based in fact. Well, sort of these were based in fact. He has a record. He was transferred from Penn, and he goes, well, I'm from Pennsylvania. And do you have a record? Yes, I have a record, and I have a record player too. Not like a record, like a prison record. Yeah, well, that's it. Well, just turns out it was okay, and he was worried about something for no reason. And we do that a lot. Sometimes, I shouldn't say we. Sometimes people do that a lot. I know that I worry about things that don't even turn out to be anything to be worried about, really. Yeah, that's just part of the way my brain works, and it helps a lot when I share my concerns with Miss Christie, because then Miss Christie will say, well, let's think about this logically, right? This and this and this, and I'll think afterwards. I'm like, that's a much better way of thinking about it, and it helps. So that's why I share my emotions, and I share, especially if I'm scared, I share that quite a bit. So if you're feeling, like I said, we've always said, from the very beginning, is that it's okay to get mad, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be frustrated with a situation, but we should always try to share our emotions, right? We should always try to share our emotions. And that way, if we're feeling scared or we're feeling sad, those that we can share them with, which are our forever people, we can always, count on them to help us find the answers. They won't always be able to find the answers for us, but sometimes just talking about it makes it feel better. Like tomorrow, I'm going to talk to I have a doctor that I talk to for my emotions and my brain. He's a psychiatrist, and his name is Dr. Gordon, and I talk to him about things that are, worrying me in my life, and things that I'm worried about, and things that I want to talk about, and I talk to him about it, because sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than it is to talk to your family. So, and it's really good. I just sometimes even knowing that I'm going to talk to him makes everything seem okay, because I know that I have somebody in my corner to help me work through my problems. That's what Miss Christie does, and that's what Weebies does, and I hope I do the same for you, and I hope that I do the same for Weebies. So that's it. And because we're not perfect. We're not perfect. We're not supposed to be perfect. What we're supposed to be is us. That's it. Just be us. In all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You just got to be you. Right? That's it. And sometimes being us can be troublesome. It can be scary. And that. But if we have people that we can share with, it makes a big difference. So please don't be afraid to share your emotions. And please be a good listener, because that's very important. I'm going to let you go, because it's almost time for me to go get the groceries and then come back home and then go to bed, because I'm tired Tazzy today. So I will talk to you tomorrow evening. Have yourself a great night. Please remember to take the time to thank the people around you, because sometimes we forget to do that. And I'm still smiling over that. I'm still smiling from being over at Justin's the other day and having some dancing with him and Goldie and stuff like that, and his mom Leslie and thing. It was really a lot of fun. So I'm going to end this off now. I'm going to sing my song, and I'll stop talking, because Miss Christie's like, you're talking too much. But she's not doing that with her mouth. She does this with her eyes. She's like, good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. May your dreams be silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Lots of love from myself and Miss Christie. And that's gonna go on my nose. No booger love. Have yourself a good night. We're so silly here.